Josh Downs said that the offense winning today gave the offense the win for the spring. Max said that today was a little bit unfair to the defense because you only had so many plays. Is there some controversy?
I mean, to be honest, I'm not gonna get too much into that. But I do like the competition aspect that we brought to practice this spring. Every day we've been tallying points, every play from first downs, tackle for losses, sacks. They all meant something throughout this spring, and it really brought the best out of everybody. Made everybody compete day in and day out. So I really enjoyed that aspect of it.
Has that been a talking point amongst the players, especially on the defensive side of the ball?
Yes, it has. It has been to come in and compete and fly around, every day, not taking any plays off, and really learning how to compete, against teams and in the heat and the battle.
Mac has said multiple times the last few months that there's been more than edge of practice, sort of what you're talking about here. How much of it is that competition that takes place, but how much of it is what happened the way the season ended? How much of it is something else? And if there is something else, what might that be?
Yeah, so I would say like when the off season first started, kind of what you referring to, it was a lot of kind of coming off of what happened last year, as far as like the winter workouts went. That's just kind of like what we talked about. Hey, we don't want to relive that. We remembered that moment, and we got to give more this coming off season. And then, like you said, the competition. I mean, when you're competing for something, there's something on the line. I mean, you're going to automatically, go harder and play harder. So I think that was a great addition.
On top of that, he said last spring it wasn't always the case. There were some rough days. There were some days the spirit wasn't as high as he wanted it. How early in the spring practice this year did you notice that there was a distinct difference between the way things were last year?
I'd probably say that first day of pads. What like usually during practice, we don't really go live much. And this spring, Matt kind of introduced that, into the spring practice, kind of going live, full tackle, which I thought was great. It made people kind of get more of an edge, like you're kind of talking about, because when we're practicing sometimes and we have to stay up, try to keep guys healthy. Some guys may not be, flying around as hard, so those live periods made a lot more edge come out of people.
Kind of adding to that, so do you feel like defensively you guys are going to be more physical this year because
Oh yeah,
of that platform?
most definitely. I think we'll be more physical. Just looking at our up front, our D line, boy, are they huge. They are huge and they are physical. And we got physical linebackers. I mean, Power is as physical as they come at the linebacker position, and it's just really something that Coach Chiz and the defensive staff has kind of been talking about. Being a physical defense.
So were there games last year, were there games from last year that you look back on where you've, I don't know, sort of been surprised by how many missed tackles you guys have, or, is there anything like that that sticks out where you're like, we really could have gotten these guys on the ground a lot better than we did?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely last year, I think, as a whole, on the defensive side of the ball, I did think we did miss a few too many tackles. And so that's why I like, bringing this live period to practice so we can practice that more and not feel like when it's game time, we haven't really done this much before. So I think going live in practice is going to help with us tremendously this year.
Des was in here about 15 minutes ago and said that, I don't know if it's the exact quote, but being in a rush end, lining up and going out the quarterback and doing what he was born to do. How have you seen him change this spring, getting far more simplified role than he had before?
Right. I think it's done him a lot more justice. Like you said, it's a lot more natural, position for him. Last year, he was kind of like at a outside linebacker position where he had to be in coverage a lot. And me personally, I wouldn't have a 6'7" dude in coverage. So I just think that it suits him a lot more, and he's really able to stick his hand in the dirt and get after the quarterback, and his skills are really showing a lot more.
Are you, on top of that, are you now seeing kind of where that potential is, and what is the potential for something like that?
Oh, the sky's the limit for Dez, man. I mean, if you could build a DN on Madden right now, it would look like Dez Evans. So he just got to keep honing in on his, you know, his technique, his skills, and all that, and the sky's the limit for Dez, man. He's going to be a great player. That's my roommate, too. Shout out.
So you have to say that.